Hey guys, Sherry here. Just picking up my pajamas and putting them back where I usually put them. And was just gonna do a quick video on we're at Wilson State Park, and just wanted to give you an update as to what we've done to our camper and how we're living in it for the next couple of weeks on our way to Colorado. And we are having a really good trip. The weather's been great. But we're in Kansas, Wilson State Park, and it is beautiful. We always come through Kansas and we're always surprised at the new stuff that we find. But first of all, let me show you a cool find that I found for our boondocking that we're going to be doing. I'm not selling these or anything, but we just got these online, and we had a bit of the bathrooms were shut down for a bit where we were, so we got these, and luckily we had these, and it was nice because we were able to, we had to try it out. So what you do is, it's a bag like that, which I was very impressed. It zips up, and on the inside is a black bag. You can set this whole thing down into your toilet and wrap this bag around the toilet. And then when you're all done, I tied it in a knot and then put it down in the bag. I mean, I know this is gross, but guys, this is easy. So if you are out camping, boondocking, my son loves to go boondocking, and it's like, but we won't have hookups. And I love hookups. So now to alleviate that stress, I have gotten these, and they're wonderful. Forget how many's in a bag. 10. It was relatively cheap. I don't remember how much we paid, but we got them on Amazon. So pick up a bag of those and keep them in a cabinet just in case you ever need them. So going on from there, some updates. We just my daughter is preparing for college, and so now we're camping on our own, which is nice. But so now we have 2 beds, and I don't have to sleep at the bottom or in the middle. And we just put this tray here to put extra stuff. I've got my laundry basket out. I usually put that up, but we have the windows open. It's so bright in our casita, and when we're boondocking, we don't mind having our windows open. But a lot of people are like, how do you do your curtains? But I just kind of swish them over. And we usually keep them closed when we're at like an RV park where there's lots of people and they're parked closer. And we keep them closed. You cannot see through this. This is 2 shower curtains. It's a white one that I had on hand, and then I just got another one. I cut it in 3s, as you can tell. And all 2 of them I cut in 3s, and I just made holes where there weren't holes, and I hung them up with the string over my, I was going to take this down, but my husband's like, no, don't take down the blinds. I hate the blinds, but they're very durable. They're attached, and I don't want to mess that up, so I just attached my curtains to it, and it works out very nice. Yes, I put a string across just to keep it in place. It helps somewhat. I go back and forth with those. And then I've also put some buckets over here, and I keep all kinds of stuff in there at night. I'll put my drink in the bottom one. I'll put my phones in there so I can charge them. And here's our blankets. I like to keep quilts over the beds. I've got sheets, and we pretty much sleep on the quilts in these things. They're not sleeping bags, but we use them kind of like sleeping bags, and they work out great. They're not down, but they're down, faux down, I guess you can call them. We have our pillows, and we did buy something new, and that was this neat little, which we're not really happy with. We got that on Amazon, and that is our solar panels we're going to try out when we go boondocking. They're very heavy. This set is very heavy, and we want to get the kind that are very, you can roll them up. You don't have to, they're lightweight. These are not lightweight, but I use it there because I put everything on it when I'm cooking, or when I need more space. I'll put my tabletop over that, or my cutting board that's up there, as you can see right there. And I'll put that on it, and then I'm able to do dishes or whatever. We pretty much live on the outside, but when we have to, or when it's quick, we just use this area. Now, I will show you a few appliances that I've gotten that I do love for camping, and I will never take them out, and that's my coffee pot. The only thing about this coffee pot is the bottom does not heat up. I'm a big coffee drinker, and I don't know, it's just, you get all the coffee, but yeah, all this does not fill up your cup. It's like you still got half of it, and it sits there, and it gets cold. So what I do is I pour the other half into a thermos, which is that white one right there, to keep it warm for later, which is no big deal, but I just would say get a hot plate. And we're always traveling and moving anyways. I don't have time to sit and really have coffee. So it doesn't matter with me. But this thing, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a crazy little thing. We're like, that is such a gimmick. But we bought it. It's called Dash. And it's an egg. It's a hard-boiled egg maker. The best thing ever for camping, because we just throw our eggs on there. We take our showers. We get dressed. We're getting ready to go wherever. And you have to put a hole with this thing in each egg at the top, so it says. We forgot to do it once, no big deal. And this little cute timer musical thing goes off, and then you get your eggs, the shells come right off, and you're good to go. So we do that when we want to have a lunch, like if we want to take lunch, go hiking, we'll throw some eggs on there for the breakfast and lunch, and we take a lot of tuna packs, and we'll grab that with a pickle or whatever, and crackers, and go hiking. Another thing I would recommend is I always have a small crock pot too. Small crock pots are amazing when you're camping and it's outside. And I have a small counter toaster oven. And that is one of my best things too, because we put our bacon and our eggs in that. And I put foil over the little pan that goes inside. And that helps keep it clean. If I don't care and if I have time to clean, then I won't cover it. But otherwise, I just throw everything in there and we cook. I'll wrap in. I use a lot of foil when we're camping. I know that's probably not the best thing to do, but until I figure out something better, I wrap a lot of our food in foil, and I'll cook a whole meal with beef tips, carrots, tomatoes, and onions and mushrooms, and I'll mix it all together. Put it in foil, wrap it in foil real good, and then I'll put it in that little oven, and it'll take maybe 30 minutes at the most to cook. Do baked potatoes, I do sweet potatoes, I do all my veggies in there. They're just really good with butter all over them. So that's how I cook our meals. Crock-pot and my little toaster oven. I couldn't live without those two things. When we're gone all day, we went to Walt Disney World, I took my little crock-pot. We'd come home and have a meal. We'd eat a nice lunch maybe. We'd spend the money then to eat lunch at like Epcot or something, but we would come home and eat a good dinner. This thing here is another quick and easy fix for your camping. I really like it. It was only $5, and it's a cheap thing, so I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but so far it's lasted 4 trips now, and I plug it in. I can't use it when I'm boondocking, of course, unless I get the generator out, but we use this. We put soups in it. You can heat up. It's got a little, area there that gets hot, and I tell you what, hot water gets hot in that so fast, although I have another pitcher to heat our water, but you turn this up on high, you can put soups in there. They turn out wonderful. I usually will cut up chicken breast, and I'll get a can of soup if we're in a hurry or we want something quick. I just switched this out. I put canned goods and I put different things in here. I don't normally buy canned goods, okay? I'm sorry. I know it looks like, but we do this when we're camping, and it works out so well because we're so hungry. We want something right then, right away, as fast as we can get it. And I put rice in this machine, and it cooks. Usually, at home it cooks. It seems like it takes forever. But in here, you put the water in there, it starts boiling, you put the rice in there, and it's done. It's so fast. I love that little thing. So that's another good purchase. So I changed this out. Now I have all my food, canned goods, whatever I can fit up there. I switched this out a little bit. I put this in here, and then I stuffed it with mugs. And then I have food all over my coffee, of course. And this is coffee. It's not what it says, but it's coffee. And just other food items. So yeah, we do that. Now, I know I suggested this before, but I cannot stop saying this. These little things are so handy. Like, I got the little curtain things that poke into the carpet, and then I just hung that on there. This is my husband's. He's got his nighttime needs, his headphones, his phone, his, you name it, whatever. It tells us what the temperature is outside and different things. I also did something that I was scared to do, but don't be scared to do this. This camper is great. Casitas are wonderful. Put double-sided tape all along here. The hardest part of that double-sided tape for me was getting the other side of the peel the paper off. That's the hardest thing for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but that was very hard for me. It took me like 10 minutes to get that off. But once I got it, I put it on crooked. I redid it. Had to get another strip, and we finally got it on. And it works out great. The only thing I would suggest other than this one is to put one where it has the adapters for your phones, such as this one, as you can see, those little holes there. This little square I love. I put that on this side. And I have a lot of these little I just bought a bunch of these strips before we went camping. I was so excited about getting a camper, and I went and got a lot of these, and I'm so thankful I did. We use them outside, for our table outside, and for all our crock pots and toaster oven and everything. Then I put one under here because I do like to have my coffee ready to go in the morning. So I put that strip there, and that has been a big help. And when it rains, we come in, we cook in here, and I have my crock pot going in here when we're gone. As I probably told you before, I made this. This is cardboard. We don't use this. We'll probably use it when we cook outside a lot on our Coleman stove. But we did use this before in Colorado because it got real cold outside, and I think it was raining, so we came in and cooked on that. So we don't use it that much, but it's there if we do. We got lots of propane. We really don't use our propane, but we probably will this time, who knows. But I put this on top. It's just cardboard. This was actually supposed to be a shelf in my closet. We did use the shelves. I made 3 of them, and I put them in there, and they worked awesome. The only thing is, the bad thing, when you make cardboard, they did work great, and my husband wishes that I would have left it in there, because now it looks kind of messy with the way I have it now. And I know I got priority mail boxes in there only because these were used, and I'm recycling, so I like to recycle, but I do like these buckets. This is what I use too, and I couldn't find any more. I got those at Target, and they're skinny, and I double them up, and they hold more than you can imagine. But I love these things, and that's how we keep our clothes in there. I definitely like this. I like putting our shoes, our flip-flop, things that we can grab quick from outside, because when you're getting in and out of a casita, as you probably know, it's kind of tight, and it's like up and down, up and down. Seems like you're always forgetting stuff. So I put the things that we need close at hand, so when we're outside the door, we can just grab it, like our gloves to do the sewer. And I've got trash bags, all different sizes of trash bags in there. I've got our sanitizer, and I have bug spray down there, and I have lotions. I have looks like a lot of other stuff gets stuck down here, but we just got our lighter, sock. Yeah, we just got a lot of different things. Sunscreen, and then we have shoes, of course, because I don't like to trip over shoes in the middle of the night in the small camper. I'll just show you. I decided to change this cabinet out. where the microwave and stuff like that could go. I did have my coffee pot here, which it will go there when we're traveling. But now I just put my Dawn in there. I love that Dawn. This was highly recommended by another YouTuber, and I went and got it because I love it. But you just spray your dishes. You just need a squirt or two, and then you wipe them and wash them. It works out great. You don't use as much soap. But I got this. I've had this, and I said I'm going to try it in here this time, see if it annoys me or see if it works. I did have, I don't know if y'all remember, I think I showed these buckets, those big buckets back there, which work out great because you can see everything in it, but you have to go digging in them, and they fit in here perfect. But I wanted to try something different, so I put all our snacks, these are just snacks, lunch food, stuff like that in here. And I had to put another cutting board under there just so it would work. But it seems like it's working. I got a few things up there. I put my plates and some extra cups back there. And yeah, we're good to go right now. So we're having fun camping here at Wilson State Park. They've got a lot of hiking trails. I mean, a lot more than we ever imagined, and some pretty cool, if you have a boat, this is a great place to bring a boat. I don't think I've ever showed you this, but I really like my spice rack, and I've kind of got, it's kind of like everything in there, but I've got extra soap in here. I've got my sprays, my oils, I've got my teas, and I've got all my spices. And I absolutely love it. It holds way more than I ever would expect. My teas in there. And I just put my extra paper towels up there. I do like the cutting board here because that helps give me a space that I normally wouldn't want. And I'm not sure if I showed you this. I really like this container because while I put all this stuff in here. I have my brushes, and then sometimes I'll even, I have my thermos, I'll take it and I'll just shove it in there while I'm doing stuff. And it holds a lot of different things. I mean, leave it up to your imagination to think of all the things you could put in this container. Alright, what else do I have to show you? We got, it's just a fun trip. We now have these, like I said, we're going to try those out in Colorado. And we've got the toilet cover things when we're boondocking. Those two things are for boondocking. We've got a new cooler that we keep in the car, and it's just for all my freezer foods. I do have a good freezer in here, but I always bring extra. We usually don't eat all of it that I bring so much, but I like to have extra. And that food in the cooler, it's an Under Armour like ice chest type thing that very thick. Works out great, and if you don't open it, it'll stay cold and frozen for like 4 to 5 days. So another thing that we got was this cool lighted mirror. Now my husband said, well, what the heck are we going to do with this? And I said, I know the perfect spot. So our light in our Casita, of course, is way back here. And I like this one for at night because I can just come in and turn that on, and it's a soft light. It is a big mirror, and it's a close-up mirror, and the hookup is like it's just a rubber stopper. So I didn't think it'd stay, but it's awesome. It works really good. I put up all these thinking I was going to put my shower curtain across that, but forget that. That did not work. The shower curtain just around the door. I just put it up against the door when I shut it to take a shower. And I stand in this corner and we shower, and nothing over there gets wet at all. So it works out really good. My husband has no problem. We did get this wood in the bottom too. I love that. And so I dry out my shower when we're done. I also put up a mirror over here, and I just put a piece of Velcro, stuck it to here, and then put 2 pieces, Yeah, and then I just stick it on there. And that has worked out great. We love having a mirror in our bathroom, and the close-up is okay. I mean, I put my mascara and stuff like that on in there, but my husband wanted one that he could look at that wasn't so close up. We did buy this carpet. It's not a carpet, but it's like a ground covering for in front of our door, and it goes the whole length of our camper and then way out. I mean, as far as our what is it called, awning, as far as our awning goes out, that goes out a little farther. And it's great because it keeps your shoes from tracking in so much. You can sweep it, and then when you go to leave, it folds up so easy. I keep putting it in the same bag that I bought it in, and it was about $89, maybe $69 to $89, and I got it at the camper store. Love it, love it, love it. Best thing I ever bought. That's another one of the best things I ever bought, and it's very easy because the dirt just goes through it, and so it sifts through it. Now these I put up. I know it looks cluttery, but I like to be able to see my stuff, and if I stuff them in these cabinets, I notice if I stuff everything in there, I never can remember, or I forget where they are, and it's just been such a frustration for me. Maybe you guys are better than me. I'm horrible. So I got this, and I'm like, vitamins, go over there, toothbrushes, mouthwash, extra toilet paper, whatever. And all my cleaning stuff is down there, of course. I got all my cleaning, and I got some wet wipes. I always keep wet wipes because you never know if you're going to be out of water. Sometimes we did that. I think our first trip we ran out of water. So yeah, wet wipes. Not real, not to do the whole body, but you know. Yeah, so we hang our towels here. I love bungee cords. As you can see, I use them. I always get now they have like a whole jar of them you can get. And I grab that. I have it underneath my cabinet in there. We have a little tool chest. We have an extra battery. We have tire pump for my husband's bike. And that back one, it's unbelievable what this Casita will hold. I have 3 lawn chairs that fold up. I have a air mattress. I have a tent. And I have 3 sleeping bags and some extra blankets. Way back in the back, I have an extra large hose in case we need it. Because sometimes you go to these camping places and the water is clear across the country. But normally they're close. So we have a short one also. And then I have our water tank. I just can't believe how much I can hold under here. I have our water tank is under here. And then I have shoes, hiking shoes, my hiking boots, my coats. I keep coats in here because we have run into cold weather times. And then I have under here my let's see here, what else? Boots, rain gear, winter gear, and backpacks for when we go backpacking. This one, my husband has all his tools under there. We keep like fire starter and fuel for the Coleman stoves. And then we have our hot water heater and battery back there, of course. But yeah, so that's all of that. I think I've showed you everything. And I'm gonna leave it there. So God bless you. Have a great Sunday.